Moon Clan.
Some time ago, I revealed that the Khazra, or Goatmen, were originally humans until the Vizhori corrupted them. For many years, these creatures were simple and lethargic. These days have ended. Khazra attacks are widely reported, and the number of fatalities is higher than anything in my records.
I don't know. I've always been like a fan of the goat people, honestly. Like, I don't know. They're like the right level of scary when you're not a strong enough level for it, and then you happen to like come across them and you're like, oh fuck, I'm not ready for this. No, you're just getting full traditional proper kebab, like just leaders. What's it? It's a literally door to door with Muslim Culture Center, and love them. Give you a lot of they give you a lot of meat and kebab every time. Nice, pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not really sure. We get like variations. We get like mixed culture food here, because even though I don't know how to say this best, but Australia is really quite fucking multicultural. So even though we are Australian, like, we're a very, very mixed kind of fucking community of people. And so a lot of, like, our food and, I don't know how to say it, like, food, entertainment, like, all sorts of things, like, a mixed variety of mashed up cultures and stuff. So it's really interesting. Like, you're never just getting like a traditional type of food or whatever. You're getting like sometimes like a play on a tradition, or I don't know, like a personal swing on a tradition, or like cultural food. I don't know how to say it. It's not like there's anything like I can say like wrong about it. It's like Australia is literally super multicultural. So, and some areas are denser multicultural than others. So there's a lot of variety. There's always so much variety here. What's that? The best kebab in the side of town. Yeah, no, all good, Mirthless. Thanks for coming and hanging out. And yeah, this is random game night. So once a week on Wednesdays, I play a random game. I've got a few that I'm kind of been like playing kind of semi-continuously, not like week to week, but like they're interchangeable. And every so often I like to add something new I haven't played before, like today is Diablo. Oh, these guys remind me of Serious Sam too. Like, anybody else get that?
The large sluggish beasts
Awesome.
can thrive in any grassland or forest, provided there's enough water. Farmers will recognize these brutes as the savage cousins of the common pack beast. A tame
those
breed
things.
that was likely domesticated nearly 2,000 years ago. One can hardly imagine the trouble that effort must have been.
There's a den. I've been going right past this whole time. I'm like, I'm just killing things. It's fine.
There's that strange light again. The sword piece must be inside this cave.
Oh my god, Azula and Phoenix are right next to each other. They're like, she hasn't managed to get into like, well, she's tried to sleep in the same bed as Phoenix, right? And it's not gonna happen because Phoenix is like, it's fucking antisocial as, but she's like snuggled up to the outside of the bed, and there's a tissue box between them, right? So it's literally like if Phoenix is sitting here and Azula's here, there's a tissue box between them, and then the bed, and she's like sleeping like huddled up against that, and it's real cute. And they're like briefly like sniff noses, and he just doesn't care. I'm like, oh, that's adorable. Was it you moving back? Poor, yeah. I hope that like resting and stuff is like helping your poor Nightwolf. Like obviously rest and like recovery and stuff are all kind of like sort of synonymous with each other, but like, yeah, I hope you are feeling better, like getting to like just chill and just relax. Whoa. More law.
A dark coven has formed in Tristram, and I fear that their superstitious violence may damn the whole region.
Kill her.
Okay, so that's what these were. They were coven people.
We must hurry with the ritual.
All right, let me get here.
Be here soon. It is time.
I'm pretty sure they're...
The sword piece is here.
Oh, that's right. They're supposed to be
I will
her.
take what is mine.
You are not the owner of this sword.
Regardless, I have claimed it. I am Magda, and I lead this coven. The shard is mine.
Yeah,
Hell
so...
with you,
Oh,
witch.
she's still
Very
talking.
well. Let the games begin.
Okay, so the first time I saw her added, I'm like, what the fuck is this character? Like, I was expecting, Andariel. And it was her.
Will never possess the next piece. It has fallen where only the ancients may tread.
She is more deviant than she appears.
Here's a sword piece back to Kane. Cool. Yeah, hopefully the good food will also help as well. Oh, thank you. I've been like, the best thing is with this lore is I've been able to like take a couple of seconds and my voice isn't as fucking strapped as it usually is, where I'm like talking properly. Add some water. I actually have a basically full water bowl next to me, but I did finish my couple of energy drinks that I had poured into one glass. So I am definitely more hydrated. Last night I was not. It was like...
Thank you for helping me fight the darkness.
It was a relatively quiet night, but at the same time, like, I wasn't remembering to, like, drink and stretch and stuff. Yeah, go back to the start of the dungeon. Okay. Yeah, well, I have to go back to Kane anyway, so... what did I click on? That was Y. Okay. That was not T. Oh, man. I don't want to, like, make any sudden movements because the cats are being, like, all sweet. Like, so Phoenix is, like, 14 and Azula's 2, I think. And they've only just worked out, like, in the last month or so, how to play. Like, they've been, like, cordial with each other, like, right? They haven't been, like, specifically, like, belting the shit up out of each other. Azula wants to play, and she's, like, twice the body weight of Phoenix. So when she does play, he complains a lot because he obviously gets hurt real quick. But now they've just recently learnt how to, like, hit a ball back towards each other. So I've got some, like, fresh pom-poms on the way for them, so that they can, like, bat some pom-poms around the house and, like, run up and down the hallway and stuff together. Since they've finally worked out how to, like, interact with each other without hurting themselves. But yeah, like, little things like this. I'd love to see them sleep in, like, the same little bed donut. Like, I'd love to see that. Because anytime Phoenix is sleeping on me, Azula wants to sleep on me. And Azula is fine with Phoenix, but Phoenix doesn't want to, like, share the same human or share the same bed, which is fine, but, like, yeah.
I have the sword piece, but a woman named Magda and her minions tried to wrest it from me.
Uncle Deckard, you sound like those dark cultists you told me about.
Very good, Leah. You have been paying attention. Stranger, does any of this jar your memory?
I have no memory of this coven.
Ow, my
But
fucking
I
knuckle.
sense a far darker shadow guiding its hand.
Sorry, I was stretching my hands while they were talking and my knuckle just cracked into the microphone. I'm like, whoops. So much for being quiet during lore. That you've got a Fanta drink that's literally called What the Fanta Tastes. Weird. Oh, new clothes. Better clothes. Yes, yeah. Still nothing topping that. I mean, maybe. Mine's still doing 4 to 5 damage, honestly. The other thing, too, is people got to know that bows are generally slower, but seem to do more damage in Diablo. And so the other thing I'm also looking at when I see these is even though it's got really great, like, stats change down the bottom, if you look at, like, the stuff that's, like, positive and or just neutral, I'm actually also considering the damage that I'm casting is a 4 to 5 damage instead of a 3 to 4 damage. So that's also another thing why I like fucking bows. I'm just going to sell off this shit and then find out Leah's answer. Okay. Does it taste like 5 things at the same time? I don't know about anybody else, but when I was a kid, Okay, so we used to get knockoff sodas, right? So, or whatever soft drinks, right? And so you get like a lemonade, like a orange one. There was like a cola version. There was like a raspberry and something else, right? So they were like your knockoff brands. They didn't have a specific big brand logo. They weren't part of Coca Cola, all that stuff, right? And we were encouraged as much as possible to just pour a bit of everything into glasses just to see if you could make a better flavor combo out of something. Because a lot of them tasted like, honestly, terrible. And we ended up, I think the one I liked was either raspberry and lemonade or the orange, like the Fanta knockoff with cola, or cola with lemonade. That kind of combo works surprisingly well. But yeah, when people say like drinks taste like several different things, look, I'm that person that goes up to a drink fountain and literally puts my cup under 4 different things and then walks away and is still happy. Like, I'm just a fucking weirdo.
Magda said something curious about the next piece. She believes it fell where only ancients may tread.
That makes me think of the drowned temple near the festering woods. I remember you telling me about it, Uncle.
Exactly, Leia. The temple was home to the Nephilim. Leia, your knowledge could be invaluable. You must go and help our friend retrieve the sword piece.
The Nephilim were ancient humans with fantastic powers. Legend holds that they waged a terrible battle near the temple, and that their ghosts still war with one another.
Yeah, I actually like it when we get out to like the sand areas. I don't know why, but like sand areas in Diablo are kind of like where I enjoy being. Like, anywhere that's kind of like semi-murky, mossy kind of thing. I don't know about that.
This fragment is very old and very powerful.
Indeed, it feels familiar to me, though the rest is still unclear.
This weapon would have belonged to a true champion.
If that is what I am, then my strength has gone with my memory.
If Cain is right, then the sword shall restore both to you.
Magda's coven is a remnant of an ancient religion called the Triune that worshipped the primevals as gods.
Disgusting. And yet the primevals have been dead for 20 years. Who does the coven worship now?
The last 2 evils, Asmodan and Belial, remain. And if either of them are behind this coven, then our troubles are only beginning.
Righto. All right. Yeah, I actually don't mind where the waterways are, like how they look and stuff. But at the same time, like I still prefer like the desert areas. Oh, that's right. I'm running with 3 of them. You, who are you?
Some heroes are fighting each other in an area near here. Want to go?
I don't know if you're finished talking, but
Afraid
cool.
of damaging your armor or weapons? That won't happen over there. In fact, no one even dies. Disappointing, really.
I'm not sure who the fuck this guy is.
Now don't do anything I wouldn't.
I didn't want to go here. I clicked on it. I thought it was a thing to read. How do I go back? Nope. Ain't gonna take me back. Righto, we in Battlegrounds. I'm gonna see if I can find my fucking way out of here because I've got a quest to be doing. Go to the Drowned Temple. Yes, hold up. Can I town portal?
To town.
There we go. That's at least one thing I could do. Alright, fuck that. I didn't want to go to that. I thought you just had, like, stuff to talk to me about, mate. Fucking shifty bastard teleporting me away. Hello. Yeah, those beast things, those big fucking, like, cow mutant demon things, whatever. They remind me so much of Serious Sam.
That sounds troubling.
Serious Sam is also another one of those games where I don't know why, like a relative fan of it. Fucking hell.
We finished them off.
Maybe I should have put like the extra gory fucking filter on this. I don't personally care. Like, this shit does not bother me. Let me make that clear. This doesn't bother me. However, via fucking Twitch's things, like it's automatically set to a mature audience game. And anything that's like, I pretty much figure anything that's chopping something up like this might need like the gore filter as well. I didn't think about that when I selected it. I'm like, I do it for 7 days because I can literally like skull a person. Like literally just take the top of the head off. But I didn't even think about it for Diablo because I'm like, oh yeah, Diablo is more like dark and like there's ritualistic themes and stuff like that in here. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's probably more like what a mature filter's for. And I'm like, man, I haven't played Diablo for a while. If I completely forget that like you can basically just blow shit up. Yeah, there's so many dead villagers around. Like, the funny thing is, when I play Generation Zero, we've got a friend that plays with us occasionally. And
please help.
oh, the scoundrel dude. Where'd my Templar go?
Thieves are going to kill my friend if we don't do something. Help me break these bonds and see for yourself.
What do they want with your friend?
She's just a farmer's daughter, Sasha, but she has a relic that the thieves are after.
The way he says that sounds like that she's more important than that.
Secrecy.
Release the girl. The relic belongs to her.
You actually believe what this scoundrel tells you? Fine, you fools.
Chickens.
We'll kill the both of you.
I enjoy the concept that they think that that humans will win against somebody that's literally casting magic from an endless bow.
You won't get away from us this time.
You Nigel. Oh man. I didn't realize there's... Oh my god. How did I never notice that there's a Nigel in here? Oh my god, the chickens! Chickens!
The rest of the Thieves Guild will find you.
How did I never know that there was Nigel in here? Like, I'm so fucking fond of, like, Nigel Thornberry and stuff. You chicken! Chicken! I love how panicked it is. It's like, it's losing feathers everywhere, but it's still fine.
Here's the relic, my love. I hid it like you asked. Father's grown suspicious of us, but that won't matter once we're married. It won't be long, right?
Of course, my dear. Soon we will settle
gonna
down
kill
to
her?
a quiet life of tilling the fields and raising children. But first,
It
I must
was.
sell this relic. Alas, I must travel away with my friend here to do so.
You wish to join me?
Yes.
With your friend.
You look like you know a lot about markets. Now, lead the way.
At what point did I imply that I was a friend, mate?
Wait, the relic is a fake. Gods, I should have known. You seem like you could use a helping hand, and I sure as hell don't want to stay around here.
I love the fact that, like, he was 100% playing her for the whole thing, but she had, like, regardless it was fake, right?
There you are.
But you made a promise to your betrothed.
Betrothed? Do I look like the marrying kind to you? By the way, my name is Lyndon.
Why couldn't it be... Like, he says his name's Lyndon. I'm like, could it be Lipton? Could he just be called Teabag?
Oh, I've been waiting for this.
What the tomes say of Alaric and this temple is not encouraging.
I find it funnier if it was called a Teabag.
You must be Alaric the Guardian. Uncle Deckard told me of your eternal watch over this cursed place. I thought it was a myth.
Are you Nephilim?
No. There have been no Nephilim for a millennium.
Yet another myth. You seek entrance to this temple, but only a Nephilim can enter. If you retrieve the keys from the outlying tombs and use them on the gates, we will see who and what you truly are. Follow me. I will raise the bridge that you may pass.
God, I want to read my book of Cain so bad right now.
In the woods beyond, the warriors rest and the crypt of the ancients within them.
A scoundrel would be more appropriate to call him a D-bag. Well, see, that's what I was kind of like playing off, right? I was kind of like playing off that, But like also if was it Lyndon? Lyndon was I think his name? Something like that. I just find it funny because like a big brand in Australia is Lipton, but tea. And so therefore, as soon as I hear like a name that's similar to something, I'm just like automatically, it's a tea. He's just tea. And therefore he is a tea bag. So instead of being a D bag, he's a tea bag.
What should I trade?
It's like even more insulting.
Are these Alaric's people?
No, they have been twisted.
He doesn't need to get his squats in to be teabagging people. He is a teabag. You have an empty slot. Did I just get a skill? Doesn't look like it. Oh, this. Oh, yeah. That's right. I forgot these things exist. Hold on. Tactical advantage. Whenever you use Volt, Shadow Power, Smoke Screen, a backflip, invasive flip, gain 60% movement speed for 2 seconds. I do use that. Thrill the Hunt. Enemies hit by your hatred spenders are slowed by 80% for 2 seconds.
Tell me about this inn you want to open.
Calm down, love. I'm reading
The
shit.
world is so dangerous. Everybody
All
needs
right,
a
now we
quiet,
wait for them.
safe place to rest and recover. A way station on their journeys.
A perfect place to be ambushed. I'd sleep in a field.
No one is getting ambushed in my inn.
Yeah, no, love. I've been in your inn. We got ambushed in there. That's why I'm sleeping in a field. Was it Blood Vengeance? Your maximum hatred is increased by 25 by addition. Gain 30 hatred, 3 discipline, when you are healed by a health globe. Okay, so yeah, I usually use this, and I will use that. There's whatever other stuff in here is there that I use. I think I've used Hot Pursuit. I think Perfectionist, Archery. I know which ones I use because I remember the name. I've used Leech before. I don't think Ambush. So yeah, I've used like a variety of them. But the funny thing is, even up in the higher areas, like I know you're supposed to like theoretically supposed to use like the higher skills and stuff. They're supposed to be stronger and better and stuff. But I actually find there's no problem using some of the lower level stuff higher up. Hooks, spikes, sure. Let's accept that. So it's still 6 discipline. What have you got? Oh, I got preparation, focus, and instantly restore 30 discipline. Okay, I don't need that one. That'll be fine. And what did I get up in here? I got the chakram. I have used that. I don't mind it. I think it's very cool. But I end up using the rapid fire more than anything. Is it? Looks like you love dark game lore. Do you know Legacy of Khan series? I don't. If you want to put a link to the game, like a game store page or something like that in General Games channel in Discord, I'll have a look at it later. Because yeah, it's really interesting. I can't generally describe what I specifically like about games. I find it very hard because like when people recommend a game to me and it's very similar to something I already play and I say no, I don't like that, it's confusing because like it could be very, very similar. Oh shit. It could be super, super similar, but there's some element about it that I don't enjoy. And I don't know how best to describe what I actually enjoy about it. Like, Diablo for me is probably mostly nostalgia. Like, I played Diablo 1 as a primary school student, right? Small child, real young. Definitely too fucking young for it. Hold up, I got points. But, oh, elusive fire. That's fire 3 enemies occasionally performing evasive backflip. That's not bad.
When this is over, I could open my own little inn somewhere.
I'm not gonna hit that up yet. What's the bullet got? It's got volatile.
Kind of
Yeah.
life.
Well, if you ever want a job, I will consider your credentials.
Calm down, love. Every time I stop, you start talking. Yeah, Diablo is like a nostalgia bomb for me. Some games, like I've been told, even by like fucking partners and relatives, they're like, "Oh, this game's exactly like Diablo," and I'm like, "That's not what I like about Diablo." And it's hard to explain fucking why. Over time, as I'm playing it, like I can highlight individual situations or certain sounds or graphics or something like that, mechanics or whatever that I like. but it's probably the franchise in a whole has the right type of era that I played it in for it being like mature and scary and shit like that for me as a child. More so than anything. But yeah, this is like...
This is amazing. It reminds me of being a child and searching for lost artifacts with Uncle Deckard.
Such a relief that you're all grown up now.
At least one of us is.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all, mate. Hell, I got fan of knives. When did I get that? I fucking... Okay, I've been doing that shit this whole time. And I didn't realize I had it till I just did it then. That's what I meant by I've been doing stuff in the background and I can't use it. I've been trying to vault ages before I had vault. Now I just fan of knifed without like meaning to, without knowing I had it. Oh my god. I do like fan of knives, although it can put me in like a pretty dangerous spot. It ends up being like right in the thick of it. I remember another thing too is that when you run around in Diablo, the enemies scale up to whoever is the strongest. It's really interesting. Some games scale down. So it's really interesting, like depending on what game you're playing, like it could be harder or easier. Okay. I guess I have to find the other one. I'm gonna go this way. Plus, don't forget, like, I love, like, also cutesy shit, too. Like, I've literally got, my eyes on some kind of, like, volcano fucking island game thing. Where I think the focus is on, like, becoming, like, growing up or some shit like that. It's supposed to be, like, you start off as, like, this, like, young girl. And you, like, grow up. And, like, all the decisions you make and shit. I've got, like... cutesy shit like that.
Sure, we could beat whatever traps the ancients had laid for tomb robbers, but the dead bodies of my friends testify to the folly of our arrogance. I will be dead soon as well. Our greed was our downfall.
You're not a fan of the of game scaling? Tends to remove the feeling of progress.
What do you mean?
That's fair.
It's such an open.
I guess we have to go down another one of these somewhere.
There was always something new and exciting to hear or see.
Calm down, Leah. I've got to move more frequently, apparently. Keep her, like, keep her a little quieter. Hey, there's a waypoint. I don't mind game scaling. I know a lot of people, like, as I've said before, like, I've got much higher level characters, right? And I play on, like, Torment X and above and shit. Generally on Torment X, just for, like, it's easy. But, I know that, like, my main characters are generally used to carry other people, and I don't mind the fact that I can still get in and play a game with my main character, and I'm not ripping through everybody, and that extra XP and stuff like that is, like, helping that person, like, speed up leveling and stuff. But it also depends on the game, too. In the case of, like, Diablo, I don't mind the fact that it allows people to, like, catch up and be able to do, like, the greater rifts and stuff like that sooner. Or be able to craft some gear or whatever they're interested in. As for, like, I think Generation 0 is one where it scales, I think it scales down, give or take.